everybody. Happy Sunday. It's Christy with Broken Over It again. So, this week, this is just a chitter chatter thing. This week was eventful, to say the least. And not budget-wise, but just what's going on in my world here. Let me see. So, I don't even know where to start. First thing, and it's not really related to my house so much, is my ex-husband, Mark and Jacob's father, has children from a different marriage. And his little girl all of a sudden got really bad, what they thought was pink eye or whatnot. And I mean, really bad, hospitalized bad pink eye. He basically told me they ended up having to switch her antibiotics a couple times, and then she had to have surgery to drain it. And I mean, my heart broke for this little girl. I was like, oh my God, they better fix that. You know, I was getting all upset. Not my child, and I was getting upset. And and he came back and he said the bacteria came from a public swimming pool. So y'all just watch your kids. They kind of traced it back to a public swimming pool that had been shut down or something because of it. But be careful with your kids. That's all I gotta say. It was gross looking, and I feel so sorry for the little girl. So, yeah, it was not pretty. But she was in great spirits, go figure, out of all of it, but in a lot of pain, and it looked bad. I mean, she looked like somebody punched her in the eye. It was huge. It's just from a public swimming pool, which we all take our kids to, and you don't even think about it, and you just go. So definitely, you know, stuff to consider when you're thinking she could have been 1 in a million. I don't know. They actually live in Missouri. I live in Florida, but I don't know the whole full detail on it. But okay, next thing. So watch your babies, because anyway, next thing. So we watch little Jeremy, you know, little child. Love that little boy, but he is a mess. Is he a mess? And he was playing with Alex and kind of roughhousing a little bit, and Alex said, go get Mom. I was paying zero attention, no lie. I was sitting on the couch. My foot was up on the coffee table, because I'm sitting in front of the coffee table right now. My foot, you know, was up on the coffee table, just like, you know, so I was paying zero attention. I like blocked out the whole room, I guess. I was watching YouTube. Little man came up and kicked the bottom of my foot and broke my little toe. And I've never had a broken toe, ever in my life, ever. Little man, he did it, definitely did it. I would have rather have given birth to all 7 of my children again. I had emergency knee surgery when I tore and ripped my meniscus, and that hurt really bad. I would have rather have done that again. I felt like such a wimp over a broken toe. I have never seen a pinky toe get so big and so huge and your foot bruised, and there's not a dang thing you can do about it. You still gotta walk and still gotta be a mom. It's tolerable now, and it's not as swollen. I have kept it up, kept ice on it and whatnot. I did not go to the hospital, but I can tell you right now, that sucker was broken. I had my husband laughing at me, the kids laughing at me all, because that hurt so bad. And it didn't hurt when he did it. Sorry. Cough, compliments of Jeremy. Anyway, I'm not used to having little kids who have colds and things and blah, blah, blah. Whew. Anyway, so yeah, they're all laughing at me. I don't want to get up. I don't want to move. I don't want to walk. I don't want to this. I don't want to that. Whatever. I dealt with it. It's all good. So yeah, that was fun, or is fun. I'm still kind of dealing with that. Definitely not as bad though. Thank God I work from home. I didn't have to put a shoe on. That was great. And then the final blow this week. This one was a killer. Basically, I've lived in this house for 3 years. Well, it'll be 3 years in September. And always pay our rent. I might be late a little bit, but I've always paid our rent. Went up there and paid every fee and talked, and everybody's like, yeah, no worries, whatever. So, we had, since we've lived in this house in 3 years, we've had to have a whole bathroom redone because the floor just fell through. They fixed that bathroom and went into the boys' room. Then we had just recently, when Chloe fell through the floor, literally, and I have pictures. She doesn't want me to put them on the internet, but I took pictures for, you know, had to have the EMTs come help me pull her out. I was terrified to pull her out of it. It still took them a month to come fix it, but they had to completely fix that floor, and the hallway, and they gave us new carpet in the living room. This just finished happening the beginning of, end of May, beginning of June. She fell through the end of August, or actually it was middle to end of August. And so it was major repairs. So I get a notice on the door, we're not renewing your lease. What? Are you kidding me? Now, mind you, all these repairs I have been complaining about since I've moved in. We've had a hole in the living room floor, holes back there. You know, these were kind of covered up until you're in your lease, and then you can find them. You know, all I said is fix them. I'm not, you know, complaining. I'm not holding rent. I very well legally could have held rent. I didn't do any of that. I was just like, just fix it. That's all I want you to do is fix it. So again, major things. And when I called and asked what we did and why we're not getting our lease renewed, they said basically the whole house needs to be renovated and the flooring in the house needs to be fixed, and we're going to be in the way if we're in it when they do it. Okay. So, and then they're going to probably fix this up really, really nice and rent it for cheaper than what I'm paying. So, I have until September 30th to find a home, get deposit, get security, plus pay bills here. It's a blessing and it's a curse. And, oh, they said, well, if we really, really, really wanted to stay, they would raise our rent significantly because of the repairs that need to be done. And they're, okay, and I want to make this clear. It's not because of us. This is a trailer. These floors, we found out from the contractor that was doing that, he had to fix this roof because it caved in with the tenant before us, and they didn't fix the floors. So the floors got dry rotted. This is not because of us or any damage that we've done. Nothing that we've done. We don't have any tenant damage. When she fell through the floor and he came through and looked, because he first tried to say, you know, you caused it, you caused it. That's what they always say. And when he came in, he goes, this is not tenant damage. Your house is fine. You've lived here long enough with, you know, the kids. Definitely not tenant damage. But basically, he wants us out so they can renovate the whole place. Okay, whatever. I don't have the energy or the willpower to fight them on it. And I just looked at everybody in the house and I'm like, and the only person that got really, really, really upset was Kira, because she plays with everybody. She's out the door as soon as she wakes up and she comes in. That upset me a little bit. But I mean, I could buy this place, but then the renovations are on me, and no, it needs a lot of work. And for what they'd want to sell it to me for is absolutely redonkulous. So my July budget that I pre-gamed now has to change. I have to really set aside some money and side gigs, and we picked up another child to babysit. We were going to do that anyway, so that's not anything. And since we all do it, Chloe, it's mainly Chloe's gig, but since it's all in the house, she said she's just going to put the money into savings, what we need it to move, we'll move with, and, you know, afterwards I told her whatever's left after we get in and we get settled, you know, she can have it. She's like, that's fine. She's pretty mature for her age. For 15, she gets it. But yeah, most places in Florida, I'm looking at first, last, security, and then I got to worry about finding a place that's going to take my Great Dane. That's going to be hard. If they met him, they'd take him because he does nothing. I'm looking at him because he's asleep on the floor. He sleeps all day. He's been in a trailer without a yard for 3 years. He knows how to knock, scratch on the door and say he needs to go out. Very trained animal, more so than my children probably. But it's just his pure size. It's like, nope, nope, nope. And little dogs to me are worse than big dogs anyway. I have a little dog, that's why I say that. So that's my week. Not complaining on here or anything. I'm just coming in to, I mean, budget-wise, I did what I was supposed to do Friday, so I'm totally okay with that. It's just, I have to rethink everything. So, but good thing is I have a friend who's a realtor, and I gave her my information. I already told her, I said, my credit is not good. The credit score, the score is low, but I don't have much on it. So she's gonna run it by a lender, like just talk to him. And I asked her not to run it. I gave her my stuff. I said, just so it's not ran, I gave her what I had, and she's just gonna show it to the lender and to say what does she need to do to fix it quickly. So if we rent, I only want to rent for a year, maybe 18 more months. And then, and in that renting time, save for a down payment and so on. And then just get into a house, because I can't do this anymore. This is absolutely crazy. Somebody else has the control over where you live. It's just, ugh. Anyway. So, maybe I'm not so upbeat right now. It's kind of depressing, but I'll get over it and just do what I have to do. I've definitely moved on less, but I want to move right this time. So, you know, yeah. So, how was your week? Hopefully it was great. I'm hoping. I know my next week will be better. I am off today and tomorrow. I work on the 4th of July. Go figure. And then I'm off Wednesday, which in the line of work I do, I'm kind of glad I'm off the day after the 4th of July. Because all the people who go out and party on the 4th of July are going to be calling in and saying they lost, they cracked, they broke. They don't know how their phone went into the pool. They have no idea. It just miraculously got up and walked in there. Yeah. So, I'm gonna at least be able to be off for that. And I do work 4 10-hour days, if y'all ask, so that's why I'm off 3 days. But, yeah. So, it's gonna be a better week next week. Murphy, I don't want to say it's Murphy, it's life that just hit me. And at least it's not like I have to move in a week. I've got 3 months. I do want to move in 2.5. I want to move in the mid-September. So like mid-August, I want to go start finding a place and sign a lease and put money down and, you know, that type of thing, and then pay the rent when I move. So that's kind of the goal for us. So, all right, until next week. This video got long fast. All right, until next week on Sunday for our chit chat. Talk to you then. All right, have a good week. Bye.